The 6th annual Pride Week in Happy Valley Goose Bay kicks off today. It starts with the reading of the Pride Proclamation and flag raising at Town Hall at noon. And that's just the beginning of a busy week ahead. To tell us more, Jacinda Beals from the Safe Alliance Planning Committee is with us in studio. Good morning, Jacinda.
Good morning.
6 years. On one hand, I feel like the Pride Week has always been around, and then 6 years, it's actually not that long.
No, it's not. Our first Pride celebration in Happy Valley Goose Bay was in 2010. So, yeah, 6 years later, and we're still going strong, and pretty excited. This is the first year that we're having like a full week of events. We try to make it grow as much as possible every year. But
and safe to say it has grown then.
It is, yeah. It was a little bit, the first year was fantastic. I think we had about, 100 people show up to the event, and it was Pride in the Park then. But yeah.
Now you have a full week of events. Tell me a little bit about what's going on this week.
Okay, so we've tried to kind of create a really healthy family atmosphere as well. Like today, like you said, we have the proclamation and flag raising at noon at the town hall, and the town has always been very supportive. They fly our flag for us, and it's flying there all week long, and we've got refreshments and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's that's a kind of our kickoff for the week is at noon today.
And tell me more about what's going on throughout the rest of the week.
Okay, so a Wednesday night we have a movie night. It's at the Aboriginal Resource Center at the College of the North Atlantic. This starts at 6:30, and it's also family friendly. So we have a cool movie to watch, and we have refreshments, popcorn, and stuff like that. So that's on Wednesday night at 6:30. And then on Friday at 6:30 in the same place, Aboriginal Resource Center at the College of the North Atlantic, we have a Make Your Pride swag event. So this is kind of like a crafting night, and, you can bring your own T-shirts and bags and things, and we have all kinds of material that we can make like flags and things, but it's all based on, with the focus on the next day, which is the Pride March and celebrating. So, you come in and make your own Pride swag for the next day.
You talked about the focus on family-friendly events. Why is that important to the Safe Alliance Committee?
I guess we want to make sure that, for me personally, one of the main reasons why we try to celebrate Pride is to kind of make it safe for all ages, and to have these family events, it makes us less invisible, and it lets children know and families know, like the children know that it's okay to be who you are regardless. Mm-hmm. Always be yourself. And then there's those children who have parents who are gay, lesbian, transgendered, So it's kind of making it a safe space for all ages. So, yeah, it's important for us to have family events as well.
I can certainly see the value for children who might grow up with, parents who maybe don't look like their classmates' parents, with LGBT parents, to know that they're not the only one.
That's right, to know that they're not alone, and to see this, having these events so families can come out and be a part of something that they probably don't see every day, but it's nice to know that they're not alone,
Now, you do have one event that is not for children, right?
That's right.
You've got a party on Saturday, is it?
That's right, Saturday night. We're ending our week at Grafters. They've been generous enough to donate their space and time, so we can go there at 10 o'clock on Saturday night. That's our final party, and that's, kind of like a meet and greet, a place to hang out and celebrate the last week that we've been doing,
The Pride celebrations have been going on for 6 years. Have you seen the LGBT community grow or change, or what's happened in 6 years?
Well, I think in 6 years, it's certainly come a long way, people are feeling more accepted, finding it easier to come out to the events, certainly growing every year. We have people that even travel to the Happy Valley Goose Bay to take part from the coast and things like that. So it's getting bigger every year. Of course, there's still a lot of work to be done. Not everybody in the community is accepting, but a lot of people are, and we get a lot of great support from Happy Valley Goose Bay, and not only is this a celebration for us and who we are, but it's also a great time to thank those who support us, not just this time of year, but all throughout the year, We get a lot of great support from the community, so it's also, a place for them to come out and take part and let us say thanks.
I do want to ask you about the challenges because as somebody who's not part of your community, I think I take for granted. It seems like the community is quite accepting, but as I say, as somebody on the outside looking in, what are the challenges for the LGBT community in Happy Valley Goose Bay?
I think for me, the biggest part for me is always the children, youth coming out and parents not understanding or friends not understanding. It's always a huge one. And having the Safe Alliance and these things happening, I think it's important for them, That really is a big challenge here. I think for the most part people feel safe, but of course there's always that, general public that there's, certain people and that just won't accept it or sometimes give a hard time, but I mean, I've been out here in Happy Valley Goose Bay for like 20 years, and I can count on one hand how many negative experiences I've had. But I'm probably one of the lucky ones as well.
Yeah, and I do wonder about young people particularly because nobody has a great time in high school and figures out exactly who they are and knows how to be that person right away.
Right, and it's a struggle anyway.
Yeah. Is there a role for schools to play? How do you help those kids? Well,
we do have, the high schools do have a cool resource for LGBTQ, and so, their guidance counselors, that's absolutely a safe place for children to go if, if they're questioning and we're also on online, of course. Safe Alliance is on Facebook, and, anybody can reach out to us there, and we can certainly support you and guide you to a place where where you could get some good support and help. Yeah.
And what about, if there is anybody listening, because we've had this concentration on young people, I'm wondering if there is anybody listening, maybe you're a parent and maybe you don't know how to cope with your child breaking the news to you that their sexual identity, their gender identity is not what you thought it was going to be. Do you have any advice for parents who might be listening?
That's a good question. I would suggest...
just making you be the expert now.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's okay. But, sometimes it is difficult to accept something like this, but just listen to your child, love your child no matter what. There are resources out there. You can reach out to Safe Alliance. If you have a child that's just coming out of the closet, why not take them along to one of these fine events this week, It's a great way to get introduced to other people that are, in a similar boat, maybe parents who are going through the same thing or teenagers, children,
Sure. Kind of get your feet wet.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the community here in Happy Valley Goose Bay is so welcoming, and they're so warm and loving. It's like a big family. Like, really, this time every year is a family reunion, So why not take your children to come and take part in something like this?
Jacinda, happy Pride Week to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in.
Thanks. Take care.
That's Jacinda Beals with the Safe Alliance Planning Team. The 6th annual Happy Valley Goose Bay Pride Week kicks off today at Town Hall with the raising of the Pride flag, and that is at noon.